about that.
Gotta love the
Uh,
internet.
yeah, man, it's crazy when you get a call. That's one thing I don't like about doing it this way, because when you get a call, it messes it all up.
Yup. So I'm not telling you how to run your show. I'm just gonna give you some tips. Uh, Back when I used to have my own podcast, an effective way that I found was I would do the podcast through Zoom on the computer, record the Zoom meeting, and then once the podcast was live on YouTube, to get the live stream element, you can publish it as a live premiere.
I don't know how to do that.
So create a Zoom account. Anytime that you're on Zoom, just hit the record button. It's in the bottom right corner. Just send a Zoom link to whoever your guest is. After the video is over, it will export the recording, upload it to YouTube like you would a music video or whatever. And in the settings, when you're hitting upload, just click the set as a live premiere, and it will launch it as a live stream.
Oh, you're talking about a premiere. You don't mean like an actual live stream like this.
Right, right, right.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Uh, I didn't know Zoom did that.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know you could record. Could you do it from a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, man. Like I like doing it. I like doing it so I can interact with the fans as I do it.
Fair enough. So run it through a Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know you could do all that.
One thing about being a musician, to get an audience, you got to be a little bit of a nerd.
Discord. So how would you do that?
So you create the Discord channel, you run it through your StreamYard or whatever. Your whole Discord audience can interact with you in real time.
Really?
Yeah, just like the way gamers do it, all of that.
What up? What up, my homie Chaos? What up, Chaos? I don't know how you feel about AI music, but that's an AI artist right there. Chaos Production.
I think there's pros and cons with AI music. So I think Charlie Puth just talked about this. There's cool things like um, you're in the country space, so Randy Travis, right?
Yeah.
He had a stroke. He has old demos that he recorded. He can still write, but because of the stroke, his vocal box doesn't work the same. But with AI, he can recreate his own voice and still write and release music. He can
Yeah, I
be there
seen
in the
where they
set.
did that.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the really cool pros of AI in music. Like you can do cool things like that. Where I think it's bad is, and I think it's really cool for like poets to be able to go in and create music off of their songs. Where I think AI music is bad is if, take for instance, my favorite artist, Tupac or Juice World, or anybody who's at the top, when people take their voices and recreate other songs, I think that's bad. Like taking people's likeness without their permission, that's where AI don't like it. But I think there's a lot of really cool perks and benefits to it, like the Randy Travis or poets bringing songs to life and giving your songs to a different persona that maybe you couldn't sing that song, but I wrote this song and it's a good song, so giving it to a demo for somebody who can sing it. Those are all cool uses.
Does anybody else in the chat? Is Ryan echoing? Somebody's saying Ryan's echoing. Oh well, let's just go ahead and ask the questions. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
run
really
them
starting to
questions up, dog. I'm gonna pop another Zen if that's cool.
Okay. Uh. So like, growing up as a kid, did you ever think you were gonna be into music?
No, as a kid, I thought I was gonna be a professional baseball player.
So did Morgan Wallen. He didn't end up that way.
Yup, that's. I mean, I played in college. I played travel ball leagues. And I started experimenting with music probably the summer after my senior year of high school. But poetry was always a
Yeah,
thing. But I definitely thought I was going to the league my freshman year of college. Fucked up my shoulder.
yeah. Well, this grabbing that porch with your tongue is.
That was that lizard action, dog.
Hey, this live stream, I'll probably take it down, download it, and use CapCuts and put them all together so they're not
There you
two
go.
separate live streams, and then just re-upload it as a video.
Cool. Yeah, and tag me in the clips or collaborate, post the clips. I'll post them.
Hey, do you know how to collaborate on YouTube?
I do not. Only Instagram and TikTok.
You got YouTube. You got YouTube Studio on your phone.
Brapper, that's diabolical right there.
What?
Yeah, I do have the studio on the phone.
So basically, what I would do is just send you a link that says collaborate, and you would be collaborating on like the interview,
Cool.
and it would help push it out to your audience too.
Cool.
Uh,
Let's run it.
but I'll send it to you after the live. I
Cool.
don't know if I'm gonna put them together. I might just leave them as two separate lives, but
Cool. Run it.
I thought about it. Uh, cause that's a lot of editing, and it's a
CapCut has
Sunday.
auto edit. Again, good use of AI. CapCut has auto edit.
Oh yeah, I use AI a lot. What do you think I used to make this thumbnail?
AI.
That's how I
Uh,
make most of my thumbnails.
yep. My bad. I got derailed again. You can go back to the next question.
Bruh, like I said, there really ain't no questions. It's just having a conversation, and I'm coming
Fair
up
enough.
with the questions off the top of my head.
Fair enough.
As a Yankee, do you miss the snowstorm?
Not at all. New York was cool to grow up in, but I grew up in bumfuck nowhere, upstate New York, like right on the New York Pennsylvania border. Uh, I literally remember we would have a foot of fucking snow on our cars and still have to go to school. And then now we're down here, and my stepkid, somebody spits on the ground and they're out of school for a week.
Welcome to Tennessee, bro.
Y'all don't know how to deal with the snow. Also, I noticed in Tennessee, y'all cannot drive in the rain.
It's funny. Uh, the other day, I checked the radar before I did the interview, and I was in the middle of an interview with a band named The Sticks,
Okay.
and we were probably about 20 minutes in, and my my grandma's husband come in there and was like, "Hey, there's a tornado on the ground." I'm like, "What?" I'm
Ain't
like,
no way.
the radar says, and I'm like, "This is Tennessee. The weather can change anytime."
Yeah, I've noticed that since I've been here. I'm like, 1 second it's fucking pissing, and the next second it's bright as shit and I'm sweating.
he said, "Who is your original inspiration to start creating music?" Tupac.
Yeah, so I would say, well, I think it's an interesting question to start creating. Um, Obviously, like I grew up on Tupac and Eminem and those guys, like those were
Yeah.
inspirations on a musical side. But I think the artists that inspired me to like think that I could actually do it was back when the internet age started popping off. Like I don't think people give like Soldier Boy, like I don't like his music that much, but they don't give him credit for the fact that he showed all of us you can make a living off of music on the internet. Same
Yeah.
thing with Mac Miller. Um, like Mac did the same thing. He was in that backpack rap era. Soldier Boy, Mac, and Wiz Khalifa, I would say, were like the first ones that really showed that you could do it. And there's an artist too. He's in the country rap lane. He used to be go by Mike Stud, but now it's just Mike. Um, but like those guys really showed you that you can throw music up that you recorded in your house and turn it into a job and go on tour and find your audience. So those guys really opened the door for artists like me. So to start creating versus who I listen to, I think that's a different conversation.
Well, I got like two more questions for you.
Cool.
Uh, what artists in your uh like team group would you should I hit up and try to get on here?
So I kind of keep to myself as far as collaborations go. Like I've toured with a lot of people, but my style of music is very niche. Um, in the way that I talk about very personal things a lot of the time. Like obviously I have some fun records, so like the Jaron Bettons, like reach out to him or my homie Bobby Matz. He does a lot of songs with me. He's from my town in New York and he moved on to Nashville too. So you can hit up those guys. But as far as like my own stuff goes, I don't do a whole lot of collaborations right now. Um
And I've seen also where you don't do a whole lot of podcasts.
I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to get out of my box there.
Bruh,
Uh
there's this upcoming artist. I wouldn't really call him an artist, but he's buddies with Upchurch. His name's Colby Myers.
okay.
And I've been trying to get the dude to do a podcast for so ever. I'm like, man, you. I know everybody knows who you are in the country rap lane, but man, you got to do an interview. You got to do some interviews. What if there's just random people scrolling through? Because if we did it, I do it like this. What if there's random people scrolling through and don't know who you are, and they see that you say something catchy, and they're like, I want to go check out his music.
Yeah. I think this is a real thing. Something to keep in mind in those areas is sometimes people sign management deals and they're only allowed to do certain things. So we can't necessarily blame the artist in that case.
Well, he's not signed to no label or anything.
Just because you're not on a label doesn't mean you don't have a manager, though.
Yeah. No, he's actually had labels hit him up, and the funny thing is, it's all crazy to me because he was like, after that, stuff started happening to his songs. Like they started getting taken down from Spotify and everything. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Um, most labels bot their artists, and Spotify has buckled down on botted streams. So if the label is trying to make a pitch to sign you, they'll put a big boost on your streams to increase your evaluation. And a lot of artists have been victims to their stuff being pulled down because of that.
That's actually crazy. It's like they're trying to force you to sign it.
Almost, they're trying to be like, this is the leverage.
Cause I feel
So you
like
had a question in the chat. What do you think about Oliver Anthony preaching independent music and then blowing up and instantly signing to a record label? Um,
I don't think he never signed to a record label.
he did, but I think that's to each their own. There, I think what has to happen is the conversation around record labels has to change a little bit. So there's good deals and there's bad deals. When you are an independent artist, your job as an independent artist, besides reaching your fans, is to build up leverage. A lot of times there's outlets as an independent artist that you cannot reach, that only a label is going to allow you to reach,
Yeah.
like radio, Sirius satellite radio, um, CMAs, VMAs, those nomination elements. You're not going to get as an independent label or independent artist. I think there's only been two ever, and it was Macklemore and Chance the Rapper. So there is elements that you don't have access to as an independent artist. What the conversation has to shift of is, instead of all record labels are bad, we have to highlight the record labels that are being predatory on the artists. So take if you look at it from a business sense, as an independent artist, you're building your catalog, you're building your
Yeah.
profile, you're building your account as a business. When one business gets bought out by another business, typically speaking, the smaller business that gets bought out continues to receive a royalty, continues to receive a pay. That's how you should leverage it into a record deal. If your record deal gives you a fair cut, why are we victimizing the artist for wanting to be better or wanting to be bigger, wanting to do more? That's my thought on that. Is like if you got a good deal, who cares? Your audio went away again, dog.
There we go.
There we
That
go.
time I was muted. I muted myself. You called yourself a nerd, but I think you're just wise and you watch a lot more than you talk.
I've been in the industry 13 years. I've learned a lot. I studied music business in college before I got to this point. That's allowed me to sustain my success as an independent artist to this point.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, if there was like somebody in the chat that didn't know who you were, and you had to send them to one song, which song would you send them to? If it's their first time listening.
First time listening, if you're in the chat, I'm going to give you a few options here. If you are going through something, like we talked on before, mental health, big focus in my catalog, go to my song called You Are Okay. If you like bangers and bars, go to Love of the Game. And if you are a romantic type and you like love songs, go to my new joint called On My Way.
I just want to. Okay, I think that's all I got for you, man. I just want to
Cool.
say thanks for coming up here, man, and doing this interview. I can't wait to see what the future is gonna bring to you. Like, heck, we love to do this interview, and you love blow up.
Let's run it. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me. I wish you the
Or
best as well.
or it could be the other way around. I could blow up, and then you're gonna be asking me for an interview.
Hey, to, I there's enough success for all of us to win, so let's get it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I used when I first started this, I used to. Sorry, I'm done with the interview now, so I want to tell you a little bit about me. Uh,
Cool.
when I first started this, I was at the mindset like I'm gonna do this whether I get views or not, and I'm
Passion.
like,
Passion drives success.
and as I went along, I built the fan base. I started from
Yep.
one subscriber, and now and my one subscriber was actually my cousin.
Hey, that's
When I
love.
started the channel, he was like, "Send me the channel." Like, and then when we did that, we both started them at the same time. We raced. We raced to see who could get to 50 subscribers first and see who went live.
Hey, that's love. That's real. That's day one
I
support,
me
and
me and my
don't take that
cousin
for
we were
granted.
me and my cousin we were really close. Like we would. I want to pick your brain some more, Ryan. What's your Instagram? It's Ryan Bronson.
It's my Instagram's I am
Bro, get out
underscore
of
Ryan
here with
Bronson.
that. Like, bro, we're not dealing with them trolls.
Hey, the trolls. I hope your day gets better. Um, happily married, but I hope your day gets better, dog.
Nah, I don't deal with them. I just kick them out.
Hey, nah, keep the trolls. Good. You're not doing anything right if you don't got trolls.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be back with another account.
Brapper, if you got a few more questions, I'm happy to answer. But yeah, my Instagram's I am underscore Ryan Bronson.
Yeah, and I also gotta add you back now since I blocked you by accident.
Ah, damn,
Bro, I don't
dog.
know. I don't know. I think. Oh yeah, I know what I was trying to block. It was a fake, like Katie Noel or something account, and I accidentally blocked your account and not
I get
thinking.
a lot of bot accounts with my name. It's like this craziest fucking thing since I went viral a few times. I get people who are impersonating me all of the time. So I get like
Adding you.
no, like impersonating me, pretending that they're Ryan Bronson. Like I'll have family members send me screenshots. Like, is this you? Did you make a new account? Like, no. They're like the somebody in some fucking different countries impersonating me and messaging like my family members, my fans, my friends. trying to get money out of them.
Yeah, people think that these scam people think I'm stupid. Like I know if it's the real artist or not. It should have a blue check mark by it.
Well, and if it's the real artist, they're never gonna ask you for money.
Yeah. Why did you start making music?
Um, I think it was just something that I.
I'm not in no rush, so we can answer as many as we want.
Yeah. What time is it? I got like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So throw them questions in if you guys got them. Happy to answer whatever you got.
I don't got no
Um,
more, so if the chat's got some, we can
yeah,
run it
I
from
think
there.
my reasoning for starting is it's actually kind of a funny story. So like I always wrote poetry as a coping mechanism for like I told JC earlier, I have anxiety, depression, and OCD. So it's always just been a coping mechanism to write poetry. And then I I grew up with some really good friends who were talented musicians, and they would sing, and we would just sit in parking lots, and they would play their guitars, do covers, and sing. And it started from a place of, well, I couldn't sing at that time. I hadn't learned it, didn't know how, but I could freestyle and I had bars. So the verse parts, I would tell them to leave those parts instrumental, not to sing over it before the hook came back in. So I would just freestyle over those sections. And the more I did that, the more I fell in love with it. And then when I was in college, like the summer, like the winter after I graduated high school into my freshman year of college,
Yeah.
I convinced my parents to buy me $100 mic, and I had my laptop for school and just hooked it up there. And the more I did it, the more I loved it, and is the only job I've ever had that I didn't get bored of. So
Heck,
I
it's crazy. Sorry to interrupt you, but as you can tell, I'm a talker.
nah, you good.
But bro, have you ever been on a podcast where the host has a broke foot?
Nah.
Well, it's your
Actually,
first
yes.
podcast.
Hey, that's what's up. I was gonna say actually yes. So I used to have a podcast, and my co-host broke his foot in a motorcycle accident. So I guess technically yes.
Well,
He said, "What was your major in college?" You said you went for music. So when I went to play baseball in college, my major was business administration. And then after I hurt my arm, I transferred down here to Tennessee. Like, so I played baseball in New York, and then I transferred down here
yeah.
to Tennessee to the Art Institute of Tennessee, Nashville, where I went for audio engineering and music business. And
Well, man, what were you saying?
no, that was the end of that. That's just like what my majors were. So it was business administration, and then recording engineering and music business.
Well, all I gotta say, guys, if y'all gotta ask him any more questions, hit him up at Ryan Bronson. I gotta go. Got some things I gotta do. I recognize it's already 6 o'clock. I got. I actually think I have another artist coming on at 7. I gotta hit him up to make sure. I actually gotta check my calendar. I don't know. Was it this week? Because I know one week I had two artists booked back to back.
Hell yeah,
Man, you
busy's
got to
better
be
than
like,
bored. What I always say.
heck, man, you get burnt out on this stuff too.
Yep, I think if you love it, the burnout's worth it.
To me, I get burnt out when I set up here do an interview with the person and the chat's not rolling.
I challenge yourself here. I'm not just giving you a challenge. That's psychologically speaking, I've studied a lot on the brain. If you're burnt out when the chat's not rolling, that's a desire for external validation. Fuck the chat. Do it because you enjoy it. The chat will come.
Yeah, and then, but most of the time, if I'm having a dope conversation, go live without the chat, JC. Oh, I can't do that. Like, I don't know how to turn the chat off.
Do yourself a favor. You use AI a lot, right?
Yeah.
So fuck the chat. Do it through Zoom. Tell ChatGPT, hey, I have this artist coming on. Give me some questions I should ask them. Run through the
Oh, I do
questions.
that. I do that a lot. Like I use ChatG. I got trolled a couple months back because these artists that I was supposed to interview, they basically brought me up on a panel, set me up, and tried to attack me. And
Fuck
they
them.
were like, get out of here with your ChatGPT questions. I'm like, man, I do my research. Like I try to do my research.
Yep,
But
that's all
like
you got to
on
do.
you, I didn't. On you, I really didn't do no research because like I told you, I forgot. I've been busy. But like
Happens.
when I get bigger artists on here, like the Sticks or the Lax, heck, I definitely did my research. But
Hey, fuck the chat, fuck the critics. If you enjoy it, who gives a fuck?
heck, I do enjoy this. Like I
There you go.
honestly, when I first, I promise I'll stop talking in a minute. When I first started this, I made a video saying, "Hey guys, I got an idea." That's when nobody was really watching me. That's when nobody was really watching me, and I got this idea. I want to start a podcast. Don't know what the name of it's gonna be. Don't know, don't know what I'm gonna do. So I went into my first interview not having a name for the podcast.
There you go. It, it'll come naturally. Everything will come naturally. Just do if you move with passion and you move out of pure intention and you move out of doing what the fuck you want to do without being told by others what the fuck you should do, good things are gonna come every single time.
Yeah, and I made the video, and the next thing I know, the next week I have an artist coming on, and then from there they just kept piling up.
Exactly. There's not a lack of artists. So if music is the space that you want to be in, there's never gonna be a lack of artists. People
Heck
are gonna
man,
create. So shout out to
heck
you
man.
for giving artists like myself a platform. So good on you and shout out to you for that.
Honestly, this is nothing against the lax, nothing against the sticks. Honestly, I do not like interviewing people that big because I feel like
So
they're already famous.
so I think before I hop out of here, I'm gonna give you a piece there on that. Um, Artists that are big, they still need a platform.
Yeah.
You building a platform should be taking those big artists to leverage your platform to grow it.
Oh, I do like to get views.
Not even just to get views, to it's an authority piece. So you taking your platform, using the big artists. Like if this artist came on here and they're bigger, why the fuck wouldn't the next artist that's the same size want to come on? And then as you get bigger, the artists will continue to get bigger. So take that and build that as leverage. And who cares if they're already popping? They still need to tell their story.
Yeah.
And settings like a podcast give people who have had success, and this is the pivotal piece, is like if you've already had that success, you need that platform to put on game the next generation. That's your
Hey,
obligation once you're on.
this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I promise it won't take 30, 40 minutes. But when I hit the lax up, I told the dude, I was like, "Hey, would y'all want to do an interview for a podcast?" He was like, "Yeah, send me the link over." He said, "I'll do something even better." He said, we'll do the interview and we won't charge you at all."
There you go.
He said, "We'll just come up there just to help you."
Respect.
It took me 3 months to get that interview booked. Because every time they would throw a date around, I'd be busy. I would already have one scheduled or be busy doing something else. Because I try to book Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Them other days, I don't do it because I'm not near my computer.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I want to do it. I want to try to do it from my computer as much as I can. Like I want to look as professional as I can. To me,
Fair enough.
but today is Sunday, but usually I don't book them this late. But I was like, man, what if this is the only chance I have to get this artist on here? Because
Fuck it, we ball.
I've turned down artists like that because they wouldn't go with my time, and now you can't even get a hold of them.
That's how it go. I mean, most artists, like myself included, we have to have a day job to support our career. So scheduling's an issue.
Well, I appreciate y'all, guys. Tomorrow, y'all tune in. Me, B Millie, are doing an interview at 6:30 on my channel. It's going to be streamed to his channel too. Y'all come check it out.
Hell yeah.
And
Thanks again for having me.
also,
And
y'all go subscribe to Ryan Bronson. Go leave likes. Go give him comments. Let's get his music pushed out to the algorithm.
my man, appreciate you having me. Shout out to you for having a platform for artists like myself to tell their story on. And good luck to you in the future.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We'll catch you later.